Hello, Born Review Nation. I love it. I gotta get to it quicker every time. Gabe here.
Stay quiet. Nick.
And we're here today to react to a trailer that just dropped today.
Or maybe yesterday.
Or maybe
within
yesterday.
Within
the last 24 hours. And, we've been scouring the internet, reading our comments. I've done everything possible to distract from the fact that my Giants, that's why I'm wearing my Giants shirt today, signed the Patriots wide receiver coach, Joe Judge. We couldn't even get Josh McDaniels wanted no parts, nothing to do with us, and we couldn't even get the defensive coordinator. They might as well get us like the running backs coach or the DB coach. Are you kidding me?
Well, remember, first of all, hopefully he's a good judge of player talent.
Okay, I like the pun there.
And you never know when it comes to these NFL coaches. Dallas hired, the safest pick ever. A lot of people aren't happy about that. We don't know how it's going to turn out. This guy might be the next, I can't think
exactly.
Head coach of the Ravens. He was a special teams coordinator. What's his name? Harbaugh. He could be the next John Harbaugh. That guy was a special teams coordinator for the Eagles, head coach, won a Super Bowl. He's going to win another one this year.
Have you ever heard of a wide receiver coach becoming a head coach? I rest my case.
Not until now.
All right. Anyway, guys, we're back to business.
Come back to the channel.
I just had to go off on my rant as usual. We are going to review Malang. And do we know anything about it, Nick?
I know nothing about it. Just from the thumbnail, it looks like we got some lasers going on. Reminds me of like a 1980s Michael Jackson video. So hopefully it's a little more of a fun, kind of a hip type thing. Maybe a bunch of dance numbers more than usual. Who knows?
Sounds like a winner. Well, without further ado, let's check it out.
Here we go.
Born Reviews.
Bueller.
तुझे पता है हम तीनों एक जैसे हैं, सारे किलर्स, लेकिन तुम लोगों को किसी को मारने में मजा नहीं आता। मेरे लिए जान लेना मेरा नशा है।
सबको लाइफ में ना फ्रीडम चाहिए, कोई रोकने वाला ना हो, टोकने वाला ना हो, जो मन करे वो कर सके। इस सफर के संग
break your arm
लेना डोर कोई लेके अपना
shots. Doesn't it seem like it was filmed like on a really high?
They're setting up like a John Wick. Someone's going to kill her and he's going to go off.
तुम्हारे लिए सुकून क्या है?
To live life from one high to another, 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 one high to another.
साला हम किलर लोग का हार्ट सही जगह पर नहीं होता।
Always been that guy. I love it.
मर्डर रिपोर्ट करना है सब।
जिसने भी ये किया है वो कोई आम किलर नहीं है। आज का अंधेरा बहुत गहरा होने वाला है।
किसी को जिंदा नहीं छोड़ेगा, किसी को नहीं।
और खामोशी कान फाड़।
जान लेना मेरी जरूरत है।
Necessity from this guy.
यहीं तेरी कहानी शुरू हुई थी और आज यहीं खत्म होगी।
ये रात इतनी जल्दी खत्म नहीं होगी सर, अभी बहुत कुछ होने को बाकी है।
मेरी माँ।
Oh.
I must have been training in LA, man. LAPD cop right there.
जान लेना मेरा नशा है, जान लेना मेरी जरूरत है,
जान लेना मेरी आदत है,
जान लेना मेरा मजा है।
You want her to?
Oh, she's gangster too. Okay.
Dude, what did I say, man? I said just from the thumbnail, hip type of action thing. I mean,
Right.
that was not bad by me. That looked really good.
You know, I tell you what, the way it was filmed too, it seems like it was filmed on like the higher resolution. Like that's one thing I will say about.
Don't say it.
Oh man, I tell you what, Will Smith, Gemini Man. It was like some of the shots were so cool because of how it was filmed. And you could tell like some of these shots, high def, either not 4K. I forget what they call it at.
Yeah, I forget too. There was they showed that at the AMC Theater local. Right. When I saw Gemini Man, it was awesome, man. It was like you're looking through a window.
I mean, the visuals were super cool. It's just, that's a rant for another video.
But no, that's a good comparison as far as the quality of filming right here. I mean, that was top-notch type of cinematography quality of the film. It's the digital film. But I don't know who that actress was. And I'm not trying to be, creepy old guy. She was beautiful. I have not seen her before. She was beautiful.
That was like, how you doing? She was super hot.
I did not recognize her. I recognize, obviously, the older guy. He's been in some American films. He was in 24. He's been in a lot of Bollywood films. But this looked awesome. I said John Wick, and this is obviously different than John Wick. But I'm wondering, I think this is the first of this one, I'm wondering if this is going to start like a Bollywood hardcore franchise like John Wick did here in the States, to where you got to watch the next one because you just like it. It has its own style. And this looks like it has its own style. It's got some extreme sports. It's got these guys who are just loving killing, which is, that's kind of a dangerous plot point, to have a villain who loves killing, because what if you have, people in the real world trying to copycat that?
Right.
Obviously, this is done in more of a light way. For us as movie fans, I definitely want to see 3 guys and now a girl, 4 people who enjoy killing face off.
I think that at the end, that was the one surprise, because you saw all of them really getting down during the trailer, so you were like, okay, obviously these guys are all really, really, monsters at what they do. But then when the chick comes out, she's like, I enjoy killing. I was like, wow, she really got one up them. And obviously, when you talk about villains, that's my niche right there. You know what I mean? They're just more interesting. It makes for a better story. And, as long as it's done responsibly, where, okay, obviously we know this is a movie, it shouldn't get any backlash. Where I see what you're saying with Joker, it got a lot of backlash because people were like, oh, that's it was an irresponsible movie because it was glorifying violence. That's not what it was doing. But of course, that was the rhetoric that we got.
Yeah.
But, let us know in the comments if this is the first of, or if there's going to be like a trilogy.
Or even if this director this is his style, or he's had other movies that are kind of in this realm. I'll tell you what, something that would really excite me as far as a plot point is if we have the girl, we have the older guy, and we have the 2 younger guys. If one of those younger guys is someone who used to be an assassin, has changed that life, is trying, almost like an alcoholic, is staying sober, trying to get away from that life,
right,
and he's forced back into it because someone killed someone close to him,
right.
I would really like that, because now you have someone who has been in the closet, so to speak, as far as assassin,
right,
almost like the Dexter show, where he's a serial killer and he's trying to keep it in, right, to where he's forced to unleash his skills because he's got to avenge. That would be really interesting.
Well, what I liked right away is that they threw us both for a loop, and they're not doing the conventional thing. We thought, oh, let me guess, she's gonna get killed. We were kind of predicting it, and then all of a sudden, nope, she's not the damsel in distress. She's also an assassin, and she's also in the game. And again, it's one of those situations where when you have multiple villains, I think that in a movie, it makes it so interesting because they all have their own motivations, and not necessarily that they're friends by any stretch of imagination, but at times the enemy of my enemy is now my friend, so they might have to team up in order to take out or take down a bigger threat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with wrestling, WWF. I still enjoy watching it here and there. And a lot of storylines is where you have a fatal 3-way or fatal 4-way where they're all going in for the title, and you're going to have guys that are enemies that are going to buddy up because let's take out the biggest threat first so that we can fight out for the title. So that's kind of like what you're talking there.
Exactly. Well, again, hopefully they'll release this. I mean, if this 7th of February, by the time it goes to streaming services, it'll probably be 3-4 months. And
I can't imagine longer than that. I mean, War came out in October, and that was available on stream at the end of December.
That was quick. That was a quick turnaround. Yeah. But,
hopefully it's available in one of the theaters we have here, and it keeps it for longer than a weekend or something like that.
Well, we just found a new streaming service.
Hotstar?
Hot Star, right?
Let us know if we can watch movies on that. We know we can check out the cricket games.
The cricket game. And you guys told us the other day, or somebody told us in the comment, oh, it's going to be available. You know, you guys can watch the game on there. And I was like, okay, 8:30. 8:30 Eastern, and I am in Nevada.
Not Eastern, but Indian time, right?
I was like, no. Well, he told us 8:30 Eastern. I just
did
not look in the comments. That was on me. But I did download the app, and it does work here. So hopefully we can also catch some of the other movies. We did check right away. Man, is Yuri on there? Is Yuri on there? Of course not. What is it with this movie? You know what I mean? Oh, so frustrating.
Well, we love the comments. We really do. I think that's probably one of the coolest things about being
absolutely
small time YouTuber, but still a YouTuber where you get to interact and you guys give us a heads up when these trailers are being dropped or where to get these games or whatever. We love that. Keep it up. Consider liking and subscribing if you like this video, if you like this trailer and you want us to react to more, let us know about it. And we got much more coming in the future. But until next time.
Later.